Let's hit the reset, don't wanna neglect you, nah. If we can reflect by time to depress.
Another episode of Classic Colognes.
Classic Colognes.
I'm Max, aka Max Miller. To my left I have...
My name is Rudolph.
The red nose?
Nah, I don't do coke anymore. Rudolph Tyler.
I am Keem. Nice to be back with you all. Today we're gonna get into some topics. First, let's address the
new Drake album?
Yeah,
21 Savage?
Yeah. How is it? I didn't hear it yet, so.
On a scale of 1 to 10, it's better than his collaboration with Future.
That's tough.
Off rip.
That's tough because What a Time to Be Alive was very much classic. I don't know. I mean, I can't debate that because I didn't hear the new one.
Yeah, but see, I was gonna come in with an argument if you did listen to it and you say it's not better.
You started listening to it, right, Rudolph?
I'm like, I think like 5 or 6 tracks in. Okay, so I'm not sure how it ends, but how do you feel like it compares to Honestly Nevermind?
Way better.
You think it's better, so you would prefer that. So
yeah,
like,
I prefer that too.
What are you usually looking for when you come to like a Drake album? What is like? What are your takeaway things? It's like, this was good shit.
I mean, first it's his the way he could sing on a track. So he has like the R&B feel, but then he could drop hella lyrics. Like he's very good with lyrics.
Right.
I don't know, man, because Honestly Nevermind wasn't intended for a broad audience. It was like more. I think he even mentioned it in this album. He was like, "Oh, all these ignorant people like from the hood talk about some. Oh, why you making techno music? Because I'm worldwide now." Right. So that means with that bar, he was trying. Well, I don't know like verbatim what he said, like the bar, but that's what he was trying to say. Like, Honestly Nevermind wasn't for us. I mean, if we like it, we like it because it has some Jersey Club in it too.
Even with that though, even when he dropped that, that's still like you see how everybody just hopped on that wave too.
Yeah,
you see. So, but it's like Jersey Club, and that's already like a staple in the black community anyway. So it's like, but with that, for him, that was very, very experimental for him because he never dropped nothing like that. I still haven't listened to that.
Honestly Nevermind?
No, I still haven't.
Maybe 2 or 3 songs on Rap Caviar.
See, it hit for me that was my favorite project from Aubrey in like quite a few years actually. Because I felt like that element of one going outside of the necessary, the immediate comfort, but also doing something for yourself. I feel like that echoes through the work. Yeah. When you're like, yeah, it's not necessarily about all you guys anyway. Like I don't have to do everything for you. Like I didn't become an artist for you, you know. Yeah. And I feel like I can feel that energy from the project. And yeah, like at first I was like, man, what the fuck is this? But after a while, I really was just processing certain things in my life also like aligned recently where even the good sides and the negative sides of that project really hit. It kind of takes me back to that, you know, period of my life where you're listening to like shit like, you know, people know like XXYYXX, Mr. Lies, just kind of that chill music, like you just sit there. What? Oh yeah, well, I got different.
H3.
You never heard of About You by XXYYXX?
I was about to say,
put me on send me that.
Let me. What the?
Oh
fuck?
wait, do it again.
Like, it's like.
You might have to send that to me.
Nigga, I swear to God, when I show you guys this video, you're gonna be like, oh, there's no way you didn't hear that shit.
Ice JJ Fish?
Nah, did you just try to do like backwards vocals?
Just girl. Didn't make you, man. Bro, Ice JJ, that nigga was getting to it.
He's a legend.
Alright, back to the album. It's hard to compare like his collaboration with Future with this one because when that came out, how old were you with Future? You were in high school, right? You were still in high school, right? So you was listening to it. You listened to it maybe even on bat and not maybe the first couple days, and you was out there. You was getting lit.
Wait, what year dropped? Wait,
what a time.
What year dropped?
How old?
That was like 2015, 2016?
2015.
2015, 2016.
Was it?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure that shit was like, I stopped listening to him right around that period, so it was probably like 2015 or some shit.
2015.
I mean, I think that was high school for me. 2015. I think it was high school for me.
How old are you, bro?
25.
Turning 26?
Yeah. Some.
Make it right the same.
What a time.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah, 2015.
2015. So you was in a different headspace. So right now, a lot of people are saying that this album is like good. Even though I don't know. Because do you think if you was in high school right now and this album dropped, how do you think you would have like? Because you would have probably listened to it already.
If I was in high school right now,
Yeah.
how would I react to?
Yeah, because
This new album?
Because when I asked you earlier today, you was like, "Oh, have you listened to the new album?" You was like, "Nah, I'll probably give it 2 weeks because I'm not trying to get into the hype."
Yeah.
But I bet if you was in high school right now when this album dropped, you would have listened to it. If not right at midnight, the first day, you would have been listening to it with your little AirPods on your way to class.
I highly doubt that.
No?
Because even then I wasn't giving it to hype and shit like that. Cause
So how long into the since he
already-
dropped that What a Time to Be Alive, how long did it take you to listen to that?
I wasn't one of the first ones listening to it.
I mean, of course not. It did, but I'm saying, how long did it take you to listen to that album? How many days?
Probably
since
like
it
a week.
dropped?
Probably like a week.
Not even one song. You
That's
didn't even
20.
listen to one song.
Because Jumpman was the first song on there that was popping. So I had no choice but to hear that as I'm walking down the halls or walking down the street and I'm hearing motherfuckers playing Jumpman through their speakers.
And did you like the song?
Yeah.
Alright.
Cause look, the thing is, cause I don't. Drake is a monumental artist, but it's just and I said this before. I stopped listening to him, cause like it's just like that's all you hear. Like he's everywhere already. Like so, I'm like, He's oversaturated for me. Yeah. For me, I'll say that. No hate towards Drake, cause he's an amazing artist, but I don't like to. I like to listen to low key shit, like shit that ain't
popping
on. Yeah,
I mean,
that ain't out in the
that's
forefront
tough.
and shit.
But you have to give it the all right. Because I'm the type of person that even if I'm a fan of you, if you drop a song that's like not good, like it's not good. Like honestly, never mind. Like a lot of those songs on there did not hit to me.
Reference, like Tyler said.
The names?
No, reference. Like I was just watching this Tyler the Creator like little excerpt of an interview. Oh, I was watching the Tyler the Creator excerpt of an interview, and it's reference. Like the way shit slaps to people is nothing obviously is good or bad. It's just about the reference. Like you might not get honestly never mind the same way as you'll get one of the other maybe more like hood-esque projects depending on like what you listen to. Like I dropped XY or XXYYXX and you guys didn't even know what it was. So your point of reference when you go to approach projects is you know what I'm saying, it is unique to yourself and what you pull away. The thing about Drake is like no matter what we're taking away is he has reached that like superstardom level. It doesn't even matter because he's making something for everybody now.
Yeah.
There's still like millions of people who actually get to hear his shit, whether they like it or not. So you're gonna get at least a couple 100,000 or millions.
I think that's dope too. I think that's dope that he was able to do that within a year, like a matter of a year, just to drop one different sonically sounding project and then just get back into his bag.
In a sense, he dropped that. He planned that drop, I think, bro, because that got people talking about him, whether it was good or bad.
Yeah.
Honestly, never mind. And then a couple weeks later, they announced the joint album with 21.
Oh yeah, and because 21 was already at the end of the album anyway on Jimmy Crooks, right? So Jimmy Crooks was the standout track to that album.
That in a way set up like the hype towards this album.
Yeah. So it's in a way like a sequel.
Yeah.
2015 was the last time Drake even if you're reading this, it's too late. And then What a Time to Be Alive, both is the last time he did a 2 album in a year.
Yeah, and I was really fucking with. If you're reading this, you're too late. I fuck with that. I was fucking with that. I hopped on that.
If you're reading this too late, Future wasn't on any song, right?
No. He had Travis Scott on there, and that was Company, my favorite song, one of my favorite songs off of that project.
I was just trying to see if there was like
a parallel.
Yeah, that he set up that album, that collaboration this same way, but no.
Right.
I mean, that's clever how he did it though.
Because that's
his rollout this year.
That's the most popular, one of the most popular songs on that album. Honestly, never mind, was the
Jimmy Crooks.
I'm thinking to myself like, and then in the topic of like Drake, what will be like the strategy of like descendants? You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like as an artist is getting to a certain place, and obviously he is doing things, I think that are never been done
Yeah.
in like the musical space, and seeing how long someone can, you know, reign in a certain way. But I definitely think that at a certain point, I'm interested to see what his
If you ever have like a prodigy,
his descendants are like. You know,
the people that are.
he is like the last one to have received like a crown. So it's like Wayne topped as far as industry rap goes. You know what I'm saying? And directly passed down. Boom.
Yeah.
Great. So I'm wondering
So
if
who
he'll
he's
keep
gonna
that.
pass it
Will
to,
he
like-
keep that mentality? Because
Like
I
if he's
look
gonna
at
take somebody in his wing and
right. If you have you guys looked at the rest of his roster
Oh,
for
no.
OVO Sound?
I think he has like this.
You talking about Smiley?
He has like a milk factory. I don't know. Like he has a whole bunch of these
Sweatshop?
he has like a sweatshop. There you go. Like he has like all these artists, all these talented artists that are talented in their own rights. I can't name all of them.
But they don't get
But
shine like that.
no, because he's using them. He's writing.
They write for him.
Who got out of that circle? The Weeknd.
Yeah.
The Weeknd was the first one to just like I'm gonna break out.
He
in
was
my own
one.
thing.
He was one and done. Helped them with one album. Boom. Like
What? Take Care? No,
Take
the
Care.
one before Take
Take
Care.
Care. He practically
Take Care.
wrote. He practically
That was the one with
the
Clue.
whole album.
All right. Drake has a whole bunch of artists
P&D.
where P&D's on EXO now.
No, Party Next Door.
No, Party Next Door is on OVO Sound. I
He's
actually
still
just
there.
looked up the roster the other day. But I don't know, like my thing is like, yeah, you have able. Like I'm thinking like people who are gonna be able to do what Drake did. You feel me?
Nobody.
And you say nobody, but it's
Nobody.
like that was what they said more than likely like when Wayne was Wayne. And no one could ever be Wayne, but Drake wasn't Wayne. But I'm saying somebody who could take on the legacy of like, yeah, you're gonna be the next best for the decade. And I just feel like on his roster,
I don't think no one.
I'm not coming at anyone's shit, but it's like I just don't see what he is seeing as far as like, yo, I need me, the next me. Like I'm basically passing on the title of Hokage out this motherfucker, and I need to sign up the next guy because that's one how you're gonna get the biggest bag.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like he kind of recruits people. You know, obviously he gets love from his city for recruiting people in that, but I just can't see the mentality of not investing in people that are going to be what beats him. I don't know what.
How old is Drake
Like
now?
some
Like 34?
No, he's a little older than I think.
32, 34. I think. I don't know, man. I think he has until he's 40. On top of the game. Well, arguably on top of the game because I'm pretty sure other people have other opinions that other rappers are better than him.
36.
36?
So you're saying, so if this is all, if you had to look at life, right, and quote unquote rap music, or the fact that, let's just say black music, music from predominantly niggas, can I say niggas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, so who do you think would be the next Hokage given the circumstance right now? Like from only what you can see, obviously it could be someone else. Where do you think black music, as far as mass exception, is gonna be? Where is it headed? Who's your vote? I'm curious. I had a conversation about this the other day.
Maybe Lil Baby?
Lil Baby.
For
Maybe
hip hop.
Not hip hop. I said black music.
For black music.
Like
as
when
a
you
whole.
think of black music
As
in the
artists.
future, who's gonna be the reigning person? And black music being the main music of the world. I don't see that ever changing.
It's a lot. Well,
It's kind of always been that.
it's because you got a lot of black artists that are at the forefront right now, and in this generation.
You got Lil Baby. Who's your vote for
I
Hokage?
mean-
Given the circumstance.
I don't think there's gonna be. I don't know if there's gonna be somebody that's gonna outright just like fucking dominate the whole music industry, but I'm gonna say Uzi.
You're gonna
I
give
fuck
it to
with
Uzi
Uzi. I fuck with
as
Uzi.
the next Hokage. You think Uzi's gonna go where Drake has not yet went?
No, negative.
That's what I'm saying.
No. It's tough.
Who's defending the village?
It's
Nigga
tough.
village.
That's tough.
The
It's tough.
Hokage, man.
It's tough, man.
Why Lil Baby?
I don't know, man. I mean, his sound is very similar in every song. He's not that versatile. Like, he always has that little. I don't know.
So you think he pretty much knows his formula?
Yeah, he knows his formula, and I don't think he has like a bad, especially as a feature. He's never done a bad feature. Like he could probably feature on your song and like take it over, which was what Drake does. He could get on your song and just like, who are you? Or who is you? Like, let me find out who you are.
Who is you are?
Yeah, let me see who this man is. Like, what? This man working with Drake?
I'm the homie. I literally had this conversation like a couple months ago with this homie, and he literally DM'd me earlier today, and he was like, "Yo, bro, you're like." I actually had to ask him why. We got into this whole like thing, me, him, and another artist, about the future of black music, and I was explaining to them because they were like my age and like a little bit older, how rap music as like the predominant genre we associate with black people is going to change. It's like within the near future,
it's already changing.
We're not gonna look at rap anymore as the peak interest.
Because if you notice, different genres have different timelines, or if you're saying or spans of dominance or reign. Like, for instance, pop music, early 2000s, boom, bow, beam. That was it. That was big.
Nah, rock music.
Now, rock music had its fair share of a span or reign.
Everybody knows I chime in. Even niggas know. Literally. If you from the hood and you know that shit, you know it was doing something serious.
Yeah. But now, of course, rap / hip hop is at the forefront. So, what is the next genre though? But what is the next genre that's going to be dominating?
I got it.
Because I think everything right now is really intertwining. Everything is really meshing. So I mean, you got EDM rap. You got hyper.
I don't know if it's rap is on top. I mean, maybe like if you zoom out, it is. Oh, no. But I mean, what's the number one most played song to you in 2021?
The number one in 2021.
Yeah.
Number one song.
What do you think it would be? Because I have a guess. And it's not rap.
For me?
No. What do you think? Like in general, like what do you think is the number one most played song right now?
Wait, right now or 2021?
In 2021, well. To me, I think it's Harry Styles. That song, the most popular song as it was.
But that was 2020. That was earlier this year. That came out this year.
Oh, I said 2022. All right.
But Drake was like the number one of like a decade though. And
that's what I'm saying.
He's like a little mix, but like
if you zoom out, it's hip hop. But if you like, if you zoom in, like you see like other like genres are like seeping through, and they're the most played song of that year. Even though if you zoom out, you're like, oh, it's hip hop all over. But the most popular song is not hip hop. It's something else.
Song, but we're talking even albums.
But as a whole,
artists, I'm thinking like reigning supreme.
We can even bring up how Taylor Swift just came back and dominated the whole top 10. She dominated the whole top 10. Like, she was the first artist to ever do that. Take out everybody out of the whole top 10. Her new album, with her new album.
That's a lot of money though.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she pushed that shit. Had to push. Because you know, motherfuckers really be buying the top spots on Billboard. They do that. Yeah. I mean, it's illegal, but it's a loophole around shit, and it's been that way.
So you trying to say 6ix9ine did that? 6ix9ine
I
by
can
the
say
way.
No, he was blackballed. No, that is sticky. Look, 6ix9ine is an anomaly. Cause he was blackballed when him and Nicki Minaj, both of them was blackballed. When him and Nicki Minaj debuted at #1, they was both blackballed. So they're anomalies. But I'm saying, even with that though, like I still see it as hip hop rap is at the forefront right now. That's the reigning genre out of everything right now. Cause that's
right.
I mean, and it's a lot of bad publicity and shit going on within it too. But you got the recent death of Takeoff.
Right. But you know what's coming.
You think that was planned?
Oh fuck.
Right. Oh, you want to talk about that? You want to talk about that?
I don't know if it was planned.
Maybe it was.
Yeah. I mean,
cause like, bro,
the only thing I saw about that was it was like a conspiracy theory about the video that had just dropped that same day, and then it had like the RIP on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah. What do you think about Death by Numbers?
And Quavo like signing contract.
Death by Numbers. I mean, look at how he died. He died 2:30 in the morning. He died on the I don't even want to get into it.
That shit's out of my pay grade.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not even going to get into it.
To be honest, I won't even get into all that conspiracy stuff. I think that death speaks more volumes into like get out of the environment that you think is not gonna suit you. Like you got all that money, you got all like you a millionaire, you got all the status. What are you doing playing on cars or what it was dominoes at 2:30 in the morning in a group full of and like come on, bro.
You seen the videos?
Niggas probably though.
Did you see the videos?
Huh? Nah, but I'm outside speaking in, looking in. If you got all that money, you got all that status, bro. Just stay home, bro.
They went. I think they went there. They went to Houston to celebrate Jay Prince or whatever. Somebody's birthday. Mm-hmm. They was at somebody that they knew party. Yeah. Supposedly playing motherfucking dice and shit like that.
Dice there.
And then some shit popped off. You supposed to be in somebody's party that you cool with, that you fuck with, and then you fuck around and get shot twice.
No, but what? I mean, I don't know if it's true or not. Like I said, I don't really know all the details. But was it really because Quavo was arguing?
Supposedly.
I mean, that's what they said, right?
Allegedly. We gonna say allegedly. Shit.
Man, why?
So I still think something is fishy around that whole situation. That's what I think. It's odd. But RP take. Yeah.
I don't feel like he got enough shine.
He didn't.
Because even his own Migos partner saying that he was like the best in the group, but we never really saw that showcase. Mm-hmm. Maybe he does have music that I haven't heard.
He dropped the whole album. Remember him? All three of them dropped the album.
Solo?
Yeah, solo albums themselves.
Maybe I didn't give it the benefit of the doubt. I haven't listened to any of those three albums.
I fuck with a few songs off of his project. I forgot the name of his project though. But yeah, I know Offset and Quavo, they going through it right now.
Wasn't weren't Offset and Takeoff like beefing?
Supposedly.
I mean, talking.
I don't know all the details. I'm not a blogger and shit like that. But supposedly Takeoff, he left the group because I guess he wasn't satisfied with everything behind the scenes and shit, like payment and shit like that. Wasn't satisfied.
Are they on the label?
Q.
Was it their label?
They on the label with quality control.
Quality control.
Yeah. With Q and shit like that. But yeah.
Yada. See. Alright, RP Takeoff though.
Yeah, man. So, what's your take on the whole Kanye
West? I like his music, man. That's all I can say. Besides that, I mean, Kanye West is an example of you can't really do too much for people. I don't know if that makes sense. Like,
he's exposing a lot of shit too.
You ever seen like let's say you ask permission to your mom for your mom like to go out, right? And she always lets you go out, and then that one time she doesn't let you go out, you like, man, I hate you, mom. Oh damn, man, you never let me do nothing. That one time that she doesn't let you, like, I feel like that's an example of Kanye getting like.
Oh, you think he's throwing the tantrum?
No, it's like on live TV. What did Kanye West say about George Bush? He doesn't like black people. Now he's wearing I think he was wearing a MAGA hat, and I think he wore a
White Lives Matter. White
Lives Matter shirt. Now he's what? So they just forgetting about him speaking about that. I don't know, in the early 2000s, or was it? It was a Katrina hit.
Kanye has always been this way. Like that's the thing. But of course, like in the past, he was much more calmer, or whatever you will, like less unpredictable, less as sporadic as he is considered today.
When he snatched the mic from Taylor Swift, that was unpredictable.
Yeah. I mean, bro has always been a polarizing artist.
Yeah.
So what you expect? I mean, I ain't gonna.
He always has a reason for doing it though.
Yeah.
Maybe the White Lives Matter shirt was like he was trying to do something like a subliminal message, or like.
I think his whole message is like just as well as. I'm not saying like I agree with whatever he did or anything like that, but I'm saying maybe it's a situation of okay, Black Lives Matter just as well as White Lives Matter, just as well as all lives matter. I mean
that was the big That was one of the big arguments during the Black Lives Matter parades and marches and what's the word that starts with a P?
Protest.
Protest. There was my fault.
Protagonist.
Nobody's arguing the fact that all lives do matter.
Yeah.
But just like with the White Lives Matter, you're trying to undertone.
He did low key come out of nowhere just wearing that shirt and shit, and that did cause an uproar. I mean, but everybody's still giving him the same reaction of, oh my gosh, I can't believe he did it. You already know this man is like this, bro. You know he does shit for shock value. He does shit for like that to get a rise.
It's like at the end of the day, people are just gonna do what they need to do to stay in the conversation. And the thing about people is that we have to decide like what is worthy of like
attention or giving your energy to. And a lot of the shit, look, I'm gonna say this: a lot of the shit that's put out through the media and put out into public and shit like that is energy harvest. You choose what you give your energy to.
I don't know about harvesting energy, but I know a lot of things that's going on. There's a lot of stuff that we see mostly propagated on medias. It's to distract us. I know that.
Energy harvest.
I mean, where attention goes, energy flows. You know?
I mean, but that's a weird word, harvest. Like they trying to suck. No, but it's just like they trying to not blind us. They trying to
Well, they're gonna utilize you. I think of that as like harvesting. Like you're gonna be used because your attention is going to certain places, which makes certain problems bigger.
They're trying to distract.
Keep in mind.
Distract us from what?
Keep in mind, it's a lot of shit.
The Will Smith, like, I don't know, that supposedly that thing was used to distract us from something else. I don't know what was going on during that time, but it was.
Look, keep in mind. Keep in mind what bro was going through before he decided to come out wearing that shirt and getting the shock value from the general public. Remember, he want his kid out of the school, out of whatever school Kim Kardashian is trying to put the kids in, and he wanted to be able to have say in his kid's life or whatever it is that he's going through with Kim Kardashian in the family. Remember, he's exposing Kris Jenner.
Kris Jenner and Drake.
Yeah.
Kris Jenner, supposedly he said Drake slept with Kris Jenner.
This man just came out and said a lot of shit.
Kim Kardashian's mom.
He came out and said a lot of shit.
I think he said Drake fuck my baby's mama, some shit like that.
He said that on the song?
No, on the podcast. I think he said that in the podcast.
See, so maybe he's using this. Oh, top of that, bro just lost $600 million, right? Or is he at $600 million in net worth?
You can't believe net worth, but yeah, they say he dropped it. That he dropped from a billion.
Because he's no longer a billionaire.
Because he lost a lot of sponsorships.
So, bruh,
contracts and stuff.
No love lost for Ye for me. I mean, it is what it is. He do what he do every few years. I mean, or every year or whatever. I digress.
I mean, you have a lot of people that put a lot of energy into that type of conversation. But at the end of the day, it doesn't affect you as a person, really.
They don't.
But they're very opinionated, and like if you don't mess with their opinion, they're gonna hate you too.
So what's your opinion?
I don't have an opinion.
I hate you.
It's all good. That's a lot of energy harvesting right there. It's like but I don't know, man. Times two. No wait, what did Jack Harlow say? Resume.
So he said put the pause.
Yeah. He was doing an interview and he said something sus and it was like pause. He was like resume.
Yeah.
I don't know. The most interesting shit for me in this world is like I don't know where shit is going. Like that's always like what interests me. Like I don't know. Like the lives of everybody else is like all this shit is old already to me. Like this is old. Like that's why it's more important to me to figure out like who is the next one. Where is this shit going? Like you have to be.
What's next?
To me, it's always ahead because all this shit. Okay, like I think most artists was just like you're riding on the tail end of like the last era. But again, more than likely these trends are gonna end because the coming of like a avatar like individual will be very prominent. By avatar, I mean like a master blender of multiple styles. You know what I'm saying? And
As an artist.
as an artist.
Okay.
That's what, going back to that, that's why I was saying fucking people, we're gonna go more towards some person who can do more. And I think a lot of artists now, I mean, most people don't even like produce for themselves. Eventually, we have to forget that, or we have to remember that, you know, rap was not always the fucking dominant genre. And these weird ass, you know, deaf culture was not necessarily always the dominant
But
for human life. Like, so.
you can't dispute the fact that labels have been for years putting out life insurances on artists, on their artists.
Oh, no, I mean, I would. The fuck? Especially the
You'll
drug,
put as a
drug addict
label-
ones? The fuck? You wouldn't
Because you want to get that money back. You got to get that. You got to
The
get
hell?
some type of profit back, right?
put you, I'm about to put 10 million in you. You super smart, but you got a perk addiction. I'm filing that motherfucker. All the talented people usually have addictions.
That makes sense.
Shit, I wouldn't be mad if someone did it on me.
That makes sense. That makes
Better.
sense.
Fuck. You don't know what someone's gonna do when they get all that money in their
But
hand.
that's terrible, bro. I find that evil.
Give some to their family, but like, bro, to protect your investment, that's like not getting a prenup when you're rich. I love her, but damn, that's just not intelligent. But
So you would get a prenup?
yep. If needed, if I'm like rich enough, but at the same time, most of my stuff will be in my wife's names at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm not gonna like.
So if you were to get married right now, you didn't have any money, would you get a prenup before you got married?
Ideally, yeah, because I know where I'm headed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Unless the apocalypse happens premature.
Before you get married.
Hokage also going way back for people who are actually watching this. My vote for Hokage right now, just like on a predecessor level, even if it's not him, is Tyler the Creator.
That's a good
And the
one.
homie ended up like DMing me today and being like, my predictions about rap are more than likely going to be true, and I'm only going to say Tyler because like.
That's a good one because Tyler has progressed.
Do you think he has enough time though? How old is Tyler?
Way younger.
About
than
in his
Drake.
30s.
About in like 30, if he's 30
33
something,
or
like
something.
early 30s.
Because Drake started this way when he was like 24.
But what we're looking for dictates age.
Yeah.
Like what we're looking for out of an artist shifts what age they need to be and what maturity level they need to be to attain those things. Like a fucking jazz musician or someone who is more musically inclined, you're not worried about whether they're fucking 40.
No.
Like yeah, when they're young and fire, that's sick. but when
you're saying if the sound changes,
it's different.
if the music taste changes, because you say that it's not going to be hip hop anymore, it's going to be like something else, and you feel like he's going to be the leader of that.
I feel like it's gonna be a whole mesh. Because Tyler, he already meshes
No,
genres
he
together
meshes, that's
as
what
it
I'm saying.
is.
But it's not even if it's Tyler, it just more so might be someone
Doja Cat.
in that life.
Tyler the Creator,
Someone in that likeness of a master blender. I think
She's a master blender. She is
White
number
and
one.
I don't know if she writes everything.
she
Though.
has,
I think she does.
bro. All right,
No, let me get off her nuts.
Tyler the Creator has that same
No,
thing
she got
that
it.
Frank Ocean has. Like they barely. They don't release music as often as they should.
Who?
Say
Frank Ocean, the same as Tyler the Creator.
I feel like Tyler.
Tyler releases music much more often than Frank does.
As far as albums, like whole projects,
Whole projects, yeah.
so he has one almost every year.
Every 2-3 years, I think. I mean, look, you remember Igor? Igor was fire.
Igor was
I
good.
mean, niggas are still riding
I
on.
still.
Riding.
What's your favorite song off of that?
Off of what?
Igor.
I didn't really like Igor like that.
But he put in Baudelaire. He has some traces.
I'm not
of
coming at
Igor.
Igor's shit. Like I really enjoy Tyler. It's just Igor was not necessarily my favorite project.
So you like Baudelaire? You like Tyler Baudelaire?
yeah, more.
Okay, I feel it. Because he meshed the Igor sound with the previous
Right. I mean, I
Floppers.
like Flower Boy.
No.
or Flower
No,
Boy.
like
What about I'm a fucking Triceratops?
Yeah,
Some shit.
I'm a walking.
Retard.
I'm a
Rapping
walking.
as a mocking dead rock stars, nigga. I've been fucking really going back and studying in my studies lately. Bastard, Earl's original mixtape, and I was just listening to Doris. I don't know if you guys
I haven't.
fuck with Earl, but yeah, fucking going back and listening to early early Future shit, and I'm studying like early ingredients, like because at the end of the day, what we were looking for in each artist as they were coming through was this culture shifting thing. Now I feel like most people are riding off of the culture that Drake already did, and Drake's rode this thing, and he's
but at the same
opening
time,
himself
Drake
to different territories. Right, but I'm saying the culture that's gonna push shit forward.
A chameleon, because he can use your sound and like jump off that.
He's just intelligent and he's a shotgun master.
A lot of artists they're trying to bite off of now like popular artists that are now, but a lot of the popular artists are they're going back. They're getting samples from songs in the 1990s, 2000, and they bring it.
Sampling is at an all-time high this year.
I'm done.
Like probably I'd say bro, because you got the whole Beyonce album. She sampled the fuck out of her whole album. Drake
from old songs.
Drake sampled like shit
from old ass song. Like that song you just heard. What was it?
Super Freaky Girl was a big ass sample.
No, I know. What was that? That song you said, that old song from the 2000s that he sampled
from the 99 2000.
No, that song, bro. That rock song.
Oh, Daft Punk?
Yeah, Daft Punk.
Oh,
One More Time.
One More Time.
One More Time. That's what I'm saying. So maybe as like an advice for like new up and coming artists is listen to the old music.
Definitely.
I think older music was way more pure than what it is today.
It depends how old. You know what I'm saying? The art is always you know, as it has been said, you know, the best artists are the greatest thieves. But you know, when
I never heard that.
Yeah, but you got to know what's worth stealing. That's why you're the best artist. Drake has that ability. But as that era is coming to an end, you know, there's gonna be more emphasis on this one. Like, you know, people sample a lot, but having better reference points. That's why I'm saying rap won't last, because a combo artist can't only listen to rap. The rappers who listen to rap are never going to be the greatest. The rappers who only listen to rap, you'll never. That's not where shit is headed. You feel me? The samples aren't coming even from that. The samples are coming from fucking. I've been recently on a binge of looking at videos where they break down the samples of every album. Nigga, this shit is so. If people are artists and you don't watch these videos, that shit is so telling. Do you know how much shit that I thought were original fucking ideas? Some childhood memories are being crumbled in my fucking head.
You can't really steal or piggyback off of rap, because rap is lyrics. If I piggyback off your lyrics, what am I gonna do? Copy it word for word?
Especially if you're still alive.
I mean,
So what they do is they get like an old song that has like good melody, good meaning,
and sample that.
They sample that beat. They even sample the lyrics. Like they rap based on those lyrics. Like one more time by the fucking
Now, fucking, and then take into account if rap has been the dominant genre for so long, you're having a whole bunch of this sampling shit for the making of beats. But as I'm saying, like the era of fucking black musicians, like musicians will become the predominant music more than likely soon. Like niggas who actually know how music works. You know what I'm saying? Like you have the fucking main music is a whole bunch of non-musical niggas. It's the people who are behind them, the guy who's fucking producing the shit and all that, who usually don't get, like, I'm not saying they don't get any credit, but like we associate, when we hear a fucking track from one of these artists, you hear that beat, you're almost like, yo, this nigga, like, his whole shit is crazy. And you're not sitting there like, nigga, he didn't even make that beat.
No, these days, definitely the beat does much more work than the artist, than who's on the beat. Because
depending on who you're talking about.
Depending on, yeah.
I mean, a lot of the most talented artists, rappers, singers are the ones that play instruments too. Mm-hmm. You have R.I.P. Mac Miller. I think.
What did he play?
He played
a lot of his own production.
Wow. That man could play piano. I think he played guitar. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That man was talented, bro.
R.I.P.
Cafeteria freestyle. That's all. That's he. I remember watching those when I was growing up.
See, Mac Miller was one of the Hokage candidates again. That was like, for his own sector of shit, Mac Miller was a Hokage candidate for me.
I'd say someone that is notable for them being able to produce and also make music, and he is an artist.
Nah.
Who? Who?
I was about to say Nav.
No, I'll say Pierre Bourne. Pierre Bourne, bro.
I don't know. What's his artist name?
Pierre Bourne.
Oh,
No, yo, Pierre, you want to come out here?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he makes
raps
music.
too?
He raps too. He sings and shit too. Bro, he makes melodic music, bro. I be on his shit, bro. He fire as fuck.
Pierre, he kind of reminds me of Speaker Knockers.
It's the speaker. Yo,
It's the speaker.
let's just fucking get that addressed. How fucking far that sound that Speaker Knockers had became so coveted.
Yeah, now.
Years later, fucking my shit. What is that?
Motherfuckers on his shit.
Even this shit to me, I was almost like trying to think about covering this shit and like a more rock rendition. Fucking, if you have that like slight more rock tone, started off with nothing, I was hungry. Had to make a couple bands on my lonely.
Oh, I hear it.
You hear it, right?
Yeah.
Fuck, nigga, I'm not trying to be a... If you had the fucking drums and shit, that's almost like, nigga, that was like pre-rock rap.
Yeah.
But it had like a twinge of like, if you say that shit right, the DNA was like kind of there, and you see that shit getting like tweaked up. That's why everything is also like shifting, because now you're having the air of like socially accepted nerdy niggas. The niggas like me who got bullied for listening to fucking Paramore and shit over the last mixtape from whoever the fuck. Now because that's getting cool,
I mean,
shit is like changing. It's
weird slash nerdy slash shit like that has been in for years. Ever since, I don't want to say Uzi pushed that shit, but Uzi kind of pushed that shit. Like, he was one of the forefront of
Weird
niggas trying to pushing forward or rock emo slash.
People are just ignorant, bro. Like they're not ready to accept things that are different, unless it's popular at that time.
I mean,
You could the first things anime. Anime was never popular growing up. Now since it's mainstream,
Bruh.
everybody's on it. Name brands like Champion, name brands like New Balance. Used to wear them growing up. Where your money at? Get your money up, not your funny up. All right. But now that's like what's most popular now. You have artists like Jack Harlow signing.
but I beg to differ, low key, with about the anime topic. The anime topic.
That was not always popular.
Anime has been in our childhoods for like.
Yeah, but at the same time, it wasn't popularized.
I know it wasn't like
from.
the forefront of animated shows and shit like that, but Akira, Dragon Ball Z, shit, old ass anime, shit like that.
Dragon Ball
that
Z
shit was still
technically is a cartoon.
But we're talking about like as a mass exception, like to be a nigga, like
watching anime.
People would not fuck with that. Even though hood niggas love Dragon Ball Z, you have niggas acting like they didn't for the longest. Acting like, nah, bro, I ain't even nothing that Pokemon shit. Like, I don't be doing that weird ass. And now it's like, it's becoming like so much more socially acceptable that it's becoming the popular fucking thing. Like you're having, I don't know, like what is that? A renaissance or a reinvention of what it means to be a black artist, a black person, and I only say black because you see from specifically the African American people, you're gonna see what on an idea level dominates the creative space. It's been like that since like fucking jazz, like classical music, and then rock and roll being a derivative of shit that niggas
blues and
right,
jazz, So, you know, it's all facts because the black culture has always pushed the boundaries into popular culture. That's what popular culture followed that shit, like, or took it and discredited it.
Or they mess it up.
Or that.
That's how it gets like oversaturated. For me, what's gonna be interesting is like the transition into a more balanced culture. And like with everything fusing and shit like that, I think we're almost gonna be. I'm interested to see how we transition out of the not corny woke culture not being the goal, but transitioning to like I don't know, a place where depression and death is not necessarily the underlying theme, and how that also affects business. but it's gonna come first from a shift in the overall desire of the average person. Like the average person being like, man, I'm tired of this, like, niggas dying, fucking pop this type shit. You know what I mean? Like, how's that gonna change?
We're on the cusp of that. I say we're on the cusp of that. It's long overdue though.
Of that changing?
Of fucking artists dying and shit like that. Like,
I mean, it's been happening for a long
change,
time.
man. We need change.
Artists will always die, but like, I mean, like on a, just like a, what is that? Like ideals, like the ideals of people shifting, where it's like, yo, the average person is like, yo, I need to take care of myself. Like, I actually need to give a fuck out here. Like, we're running out of water. You know what I mean? Like, we've even seen since fucking, you know, all the COVID weird shit happened, a rise in people when everybody was locked in their house, fucking just becoming more aware of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm interested to see how that ripples out into, you know, the creative industry. Because obviously there's like a heavy push of specific ideals, especially on niggas. You know what I mean? So,
Factuality. So, with that being said, we want to thank you all for joining us and watching Clash and Colognes with this fire-ass conversation that we had. And I want to thank you, Rudolph, for joining us.
Good luck.
Thank you, bro.
Yes.
Appreciate you, bro.
Yes.